Osu obisan say ye day no. Praise Lanka sa ohwe mama anim din ti na me ma mi wura ede mu honom papa bedroom ho. Na wele in such a way say praise la we evil. Your time will come. What the teddy bear ne enyema bi atwa papa dem ho nyina hia. En wa say bed sheet white ni ade. Enti ma wura ho no osu no. Praise la ka kire ma say papa ne da ho no. On can do beka bi ankyere no bete se na fa ni trimo se na ye ni de nti ma hwe nanim sa no no de
ozama kwa Bempomaa ke black media abuzia emra ye ma me akosia Bempomaa that Lumba nua ba panin wo Germany na wote se Lumba enhododo no nti awoso oba no abuzia oba ese na Lumba edika wu kurampo dada ama Lumba kurampo amu no enafi na enumu na odu Lumba fi na obo modern so kwa akohwe Lumba ewo ne dem na busia okoko wura dem ho no no yase ye de eye chobi Broni bai ene odo Broni president de CC dem ho no ma de atoton pane so nyina abusia enya asam ketua na odo Broni president sama oka kire eye ne kuma eye mame Bempomaa se Lumba eda ho nti omo modern se wane eye ne bra no ebe kasa na ne wo kan bia no obete na eno no abusia ensema esiye ewo dem ho no modie agesa wo kame ho ye kwaje nsem no mu chirinchirimu no ana kofo bebre eka eye CCTV cameras e wo Lumba efie ho no mo nsem a ebi kurampo se cameras no eni ho ye tutu enye adwuma memory card e wo mu na de nsem bebre bla 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 abusia eno ena ene ensem bi apie camera no eye adwuma pa na ne si fie honom na akosia Bempomaa akọ honom no ene emu nsem apie ampesa okame kwaje nchirimu no besisi ye abuja bebi a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane koden ne bia da eda wo so bia no bomode se onimi bedi nkomo ye de samna nwanwaso bi aba ye frene se eye sika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo so bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo pom bema ye ketwa brabeji bula matali eduro bi na wo bema enye kese watimi abo adwuma so ache ewo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abuja no ye hwehwe wo hyebrim a ye frene se mpelifo akwankyere ana se wo betima frene back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet ewo ho se wo se ne tibi obeku bomode so be fa numbers ne gu screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe wo hyebere mu wi a na bomode se me kire wo ne wo beye me chia obi a ye krom Africa omo wo for like three simple reasons. One, omo wo nipa omo wo akola be wi asese akola ne be yesie bi pom be soma soma ye be soma soma wo ne ye soma soma wo sa uso ana odwuma ne se ye wo se ye be soma soma unyi nso a wo de ne se wo benyini no wa ba be hwe wo maame mo majority of Africans no omo nkola no mo share form ho omo de ne se benyini so wo biu se wo ni biu de wo bia safa brom nti no omo be hwe na wo tu omo ka weta soma soma wo se nyina no sa be tu omo ka weta duma wo be ye nyina nti nkola ye more or less like investment ma Africans nti na obi ni sika ko tumi wo 20 na wo de nyina nkola na hye nyame nsa se na me mbo omo na ba ko mba be ye dash ene wo be mistake na wo be ye
mama motivational speak ba ko Bible say nyam na ya sendore sempo ano anwea no mo de amount
omo de amount so ko ye mistake na say wo na ko ye wo sa family mi de na just wo wu nu wo be show bia wo be show amena be wo South Africa for ne omo mama phone ko bebre ko ni bebre like say Ghana say so omo wo a wo ye penimu nu ko a wo mu no omo gusu na omo wo na ye jan nkola na ma wo say wo na kokko ye adwuma na be hwe nkola no ntino na most Africans
na ye nua mema kwa wale na ye busa omo bibi na omo anya ma ya na ye buofu omo yeren because we think say ye omo de
tani na oba ne manage us. I think say a very very sad mentality ntino ye di motherly love ne nya ma say me say na me fa be papa nya example like say we say Africans ye time ye nka I love you ne nya ma che ye ba ntino say papa na make us so I love you na me machine
oh rade
like say adam be say papa bibi aboko de oh because me show me who how I may answer be 2 minutes na me na phone me who how I may answer me be say yes so you okay
So because you need
until Casa, no.
and you saw pay me over like you son or modity so Africa for what only young bonded with him Palano. I said, Omo reason Omo de woo and say Coco ye smash my Coco ye Jumana Beshe my minute bonded with akwalanti na ebukura timi wu 10 obakukura wu mu kura on shada feel shada hanu because nkwala de bakukura
Ọbụna
na
etime kacha ese uwu a anajume didi anza amada na ọma.
obikura timi kacha so obale wu ni de onye ntem na wu nechi just omum ja okura ma onko mu ni de wu because ye ne nkwala na shada ni born and I think say a very 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 sad mentality. I hope say generation we eba no omo besua na omo changes our mentality because sad.
You share your Ghanaian culture and your traditions now. Bano, you want to say they are you are wealthy. That is from young cultures, maybe young traditions, maybe say then you are wealthy because no to me bragging. Oh, me money na ye kayom. Oh, say especially so mama na and mama baba worry or be wealthy. You discover banning so traditionally no young culture no almost see say it's like children are worth. And I think no, it's a continuation of the lineage. Well, twaso me ngo na me to say o mami awo na wo o sister wo say we asa better and it's a continuation. And I think so no Bible can say children are what gifts from above. Well, and we most of us know we are Christians. And you feel say religiously no mofra blessings and to be also be or won't for because nyame shrawo waho enti nyame bi na ema obi hwese na krofo omo ware na omo ni ba hwese na oba betimi aye anything just to get a child. Sometimes not culture no so come because you become a laughing stock in some families uniba it depends on so many things. Our culture no say na ye ka kuna nyama ni nyama last night make yet you jumamu na yes we need to some of this akata for some of this and so if you don't do this what happens because your tradition is say and no be na me tie say enye de ya asra na ye de kono ana de ye be ye wo feel this way it is but there is more to even kona in the Shanti family especially. There is more. I was listening to a certain woman. There is more to better food, a lot of things. And young traditions, ni cultures, ni be. A bit buoyant, Cecia, they are being so buoyant. And sometimes no me trap life skills. Wagana, me teacher ni wagana sana me baha. Until we talk about these things, until some of the cultures na emboyances here, Jay-Z for any nyama emboyan. And now all too quite ba outside and so yan cultures ni be yan traditions ni be no. One say yamin kase nya papa, but ya bibia ehun. So these are some of the things we have to go through and we have to, talk about. To say kuna dia ebaya ye se busia pending and so on na on ye bibia na me mame yare me na me di edro ni nyama ekoye we ekoma no na me sika na ye boa no na me mame wu a na busia pending be ka chia me private obe ka chia me say me shed date say na ubeba say na se me catch and say oh me ba say because me sika bata ma oyare and say me boa me ho and say me ma onbe ma kwan and say me nyama bia shipi kakra no ma be ye fine na busa be Japan be catch me say ompene na ono de waka no some of these things no cultures me be wa behin be no you understand and somehow we emma na ya wo no Who there's a compound house now, sisters, no more worry. Now maybe one sister, now one way, any bano. She said now almost 3 or more. Me cry for no, almost to me fa funny saying buckets. No more the adena the bankuta. No more the or compound house. And it's such a person, no then obey. Big dear obey bia obey wobano obey wo. Wahu nyamani bini. So that's my little contribution. Hello.
What do we give it? Anna. Tea.
Asemo. When him say love.
Hello.
Bibia ensikwa.
My lady ni na brembra waba. Lady T, wait my boy kakra.
But yes, my age, I agree with your sister now, Kasa, you know, it's part of giving birth is for investment and then, you know, to build your family. And it will be at some time, like a good example is, your papa Samaya Kinka. Omni mama wo mo bebre na nka bema wo family na senka ne abusuapenyi ye na nka ontimi ye me joy me well I can say right now I'm the only child and I'm also female, but me mama who about 2 years ago and I had to go and do everything. Take me kono I lay out my plan how I want to do the funeral, and me uncle that's our family also, like I have to go sit with him and say, hey, this is how I want it done, and they work with me. Now by this time nonka the person I would na obia oni akolabia, so they will do whatever they want to do with you. Their investment, because what me more now I show more year, you know, they will also take care of you at the time that want me share and would that you cannot speak for yourself. Bet my step in for you.
Okay. Thank you very much, my sister.
You're welcome.
Brian, me pacho boy, I didn't hear you over.
Love, Bibia ensikwa. There are reasons why we do what we do. Omo makasa nyina have been consistent about one thing, say oni pakwe ya woro 1950. Ne ya woro 1950 no. Odi 15 years for 1965 no. Oh, afuom no hu se na ya afuo. Ne maame ne papa. Enso ya afuo. Na fuo na oye no. Ohun se ne maame ne papa na ne na fuo no. Omope apaafo emo mbedo ana edua. Ena ohwe krom ho mfofo no bu onzo wa fuo saa, ondo mpe apaafo mo medo. Ne ma oni pakwa ne ma edoso. Enti no omo ne kodo. To on say awoye o hwe se ni na adidi o mutirem na omasati esua na beka ho. Then it becomes part and parcel of the people. Then it becomes their culture to see. Inti omu nyini na won toto aso re nyina no onim se esese otimi wo bebre itimi boa ma wafu eden eye kese. Don't forget, at this time most of our people were not thinking about education. Obi ntumi wo na ba ko wu wo asawo third one anke fourth child na fourth child no ono wu na is wa four ba mienu wu aka mienu to tumi wo sa onim se akwanhia wo wiase enkwara ne bitimi firim nto wo bebre kwa ne bi firim mu a na wanya bi di achechene we enunti no. That is where such a person will be coming from. Now, Africans are religious, very, very religious. If I say someone is religious, and just the person knows the true God, but omo nim nyame mpo no yebekọ efie na dua bi so efre ne nyame dua. Christians, we believe that we know the true God. But bosomfo na Christopher nyine se ono nim the true God no. Wobekọ bosomfie na dua bi so efre ne nyame dua. They lift their eyes and look up into the heavens and say Chwedi ampon. It means that the African man, first African man I mean, in the Panyas Bempomaa, is very, very religious. And the religion will tell you that. The Christian will tell you that it is commanded. Say the wooden castity and say, Yenwo mayase enori. Intino, we Christo ni no Bible no, the scripture trasa na all be bria. As far as such a person is concerned, based on the knowledge or Bible no no say onye bone or fulfill scripture obi bi so di akire obe kan so na opepepe. You get it? Intino. We do what we do because of our makeup. What made the African? What made the Ghanaian? And then the form am I Africans near ye near my city here? And yet nasem. You see, you are asking these questions because you have certain level of education. Yamia you are dom meresono. What we compare a nema Nisu or Zambia, Nisu or South Africa, Nisu or Europe, offer for na huni nyina. Nyamia ya dem yemu bi kura mpo no aside to kwan afide nye phone keke or experience the ekoso baby. Enti no osha it's easy to say
Prayer network. Anamia.
No, me mentino.
No network. In Chanka Crabba, one banana. But are you doing lovey? Braille. Nana Pacho Bremuka Krama away. I didn't
Hello.
Ghana. Nana.
Okay. Pacho nyamiado. Mante Ghana na me ka say general ka say e dey ntina ye oba.
Me I outsiders abrochire ne important no mo hwe o mma ye like o mma ye okay. Me on say me Ghana na ye free nti Ghana na me nim ye my Ghana na e dey ntina ye oba wo. E dey ntia. Cause I don't get it.
Okay. Intino say ye be trace ya. From history. Also first no. Ye na nam no. Na obi kwa na wakoji na onse na aye amansie enti no obi kwa na akobo ni kuro kakra na one ne ma na omo de akekere sa aman no enti no ema ejapade ne nioma ene na etreli to family ejapade ene sa nioma na enti no edidi omutim se say ya see andori ya.
Ebusia from Pamacho, mom power type man me why. Mr. Mon like na mon repost wa me Pamacho. Sorry nana. Mr. Mwai.
Enti say ya see andori ya. Da cheno ahoho ebeba befa. Anase even yakasa ya Asante history say ya see andori ya. Asante o mai no. Ye dodo ene ye de chichiri Asante. And going back to what I said, no. Sa adena adidi etrim. Ena sisi ano se woko Asante fioma. Omo a ye nanam no ye very successful a. Omo anwa nipe ni fi ho no. Se no omo nioma no ahoho. Anase omo ana omo suma no. Omo na sisi omo fa because do ha na mma no kwase say education aba owo ba ku bi. Ahoho no na omafa nipa no na Ghana edutuo no neomante no omadwe like kola no omadwe efri sa neoma no so inti mefa say first no na sika ho ejapade ho inti na sa ade no ho wo se matrilineal oba de wo na efie machi mundi achichiri fie but ye kono ente sa
enti no saa de no ewo yetirim na Ghana bebre na ababeka internet say obi o ha oni capre but on so owo atofie to o ha na o se wa Biafra oh unia na obeko school sending kakra because that sense of entitlement no Africans say yawo atofie into no yes or right over wo we but say ano ye generation ye woman ye wo for most of Sisiano ye wo no for sense of purpose because onkwane ebra wo enigye sonko bi na Sisiano onkwane krampo confident make ahase omutu otimi ankwala no onyi a obeye wadanfo say wo kwa siki advice nyoma ye sisi a ye na etu ye maame mufo ye na echiche ye maame mo re hwe say sisi a senka wo maame no oni eba bia hwan na obekọ ne ho what I say in a source of confidence they are our security and everything and ebra ye bre no that omo beba bedi so aba intino the contribution person na afa so we cannot take rule the Bible out of it yakopon ka se yenwo say I won ehun ya kan yakopon o ma can say childbirth ember wo hwe creation ni na omo nyina obia tumewo but adia kaka na can say I want within your means I want embroso afede untumi enye hwe and no cranny so here African men most of them I want more money back from pa I want Emma omoya disciplined because I said and crowd with fee and some me call me back like that kind of thing until I want there in first one but say who cut to coat according to size me that's it.
La me name time me drop your crowd sorry
The
Me ba choma no esi me that's it. Who bet we are dropping me.
Medase Papa. Yes, mom, welcome. Thanks for joining. Brian, today the lovey is too much. So every little time, Biana, or you know, or they finish away in I'm swimming come dear way. Lovey.
yeah some and I'm a dream book. Do you remember the last thing you heard? So now me can say yeah because of how we were formed, how we were brought up.
Okay.
Won't have for me, you know. Who Ghana and I won't have for. Now come back to US. Now Jabako Ghana. The same blood, the same parents too. But only a bit different from the other person. The way about who life a bit different from the other person. All because of culture, the way it is really back home. Until you get to know says so you get to know say baako ni ye enye na baako ni mebo baako wa enya enye onu na yini paboni ni na imomo no ba bi okufri ye no na ama ne ye said wo hu twene etie until if the African is religious but said na can you and I and yenko because e be say ye nyankwada na ekoyefu and yenko because Bible say ye wo maya senori ye bewo tie Bible no kra Bible no can with certain kind of understanding and tie say e ewom and I yenko because e bibewu ntini e wo bebre but I also not blame those who did that because that was the knowledge that they had. That was the knowledge they had, and you can't fault them. You know, we have gotten to a stage where the world has become one. What the American sees, I also see the same thing. And you know, things are gradually changing. We are not the African, not the Ghanaian who man esesa. And never heard be school kakra, so person 1 2, I so 3. The same African, the same blood. Why? Because the world has changed. It means that me mama ne me papa ne me nana 1940 50 60 70 80 no omo ye saa de no a ye na ye bedwen se enye no na ye nso e na ye dwen se ye ne bi na ye de ye e wo mo birima ke be saa e na omo nso no e fa ne omo self in today 2025 They wouldn't have done what they did in the 70s and 60s. They wouldn't have done what we are thinking today. So it's all about the culture. It's all about where the world has gotten to. And it's what about the world, boom, aye bako. Ama na gradually aye bako. Finally, look at our marriage. Yawari and yeah, they are customary, where we marry plenty. But this one said, we have associated with the white. Yafa omudi ni bia beka wa fen ordinance. And in that ordinance, the African man, now person white be in that ordinance, the African man hasn't got that right. But why? It is because the world has become an usion obi and the account obedience. Into these were some of the reasons I need to be brave. But Siciano, and Nema Essesa, and in the next 10, 5, 20 years, it won't be say people choose to even give birth or not to give birth. But I wouldn't blame my people. That is how we found ourselves. I don't know if I've made sense, love.
I make sense, pa bemen na me da se pa na me kakra me kan say. I didn't know Ghanaians ya wo fo wo ye say yenyini mehwe omo. A responsibility say e behwe omo. Because Miss Chakia Africa here ye no enye bad leaders na nko a your mentality de wo baba asasi so ka ho. They know say omuntimi take responsibilities, but ya wo say be take responsibilities especially wo once ya wo no so provided for wo parents including wunuanom nketua edi akire. Ana ye bre uye adwuma agise odi bia ko fie hwe okọ outside a ohun enkra no by the time omumrante ne be ware no na omoye adwuma omusika no omoje de to omo bango omobosumi akatua ne nyina da omo bango enti enkosi so be ware no no owo sika kakra ede eda na account ma owale wia obo ne bra ne to aso ba ye no ye de awofo ne ye brebre hwe ye wia agise ye nso ye hwe omo akosi omo wuda na nya omo nko a ye nuanom edi akire nyina agise ye hwe omo nti ye be ye den ne yakoyanim. Ya huchire bebrebe free ya wofo. Sometimes I don't get it. Omama your responsibilities akese. Why?
It comes back to the culture, the tradition.
Baby, I want so be called pensioner. I don't know how it is there. You know how it is here in Ghana. But Obi one is 60, 70, sir. I don't know how it is there. But probably the system works so well that the aged are catered for. You get it? But here, you don't have anyone to cater for your parents in their old age. There's no system from the government. Things are perfect, but compared to us, things are well organized. That in your old age, there is a way you survive. But mami, 65 years, not a class here. Not even in the city, and even in any district. Now, a jumao. Oh yeah, and the ababrewa na akokora no na ye kuayo na ye na nye large scale na small scale bia ikodo e banche na etu bi de abefufu e do so na aton bi na watu kwan a on fa phone fro, but you know what you have left behind, and you know there's no system to take care of your mom or your dad. Into love, I understand you perfectly. But you see, you, Oma, and Nana, if all things go well, will not come and take care of you. You will not be a burden to them, like the way if your parents are a burden to you to be like a better perform. Because things are changing. The system may work to a certain. The system may improve. Like being in a system, no, it be my build a nation for years. I take care of a whole lot of things. Junk food, yes, here, American name and name. I don't know, you been with you. So I'm man and wunya bi no wadi. So I understand you perfectly, but some of the things we have to live with them like that because there's nothing we can do about them and build our life. Say me yawa mete hey. Said the wo kan ya atwe adwen cinema bi so. Build my life that my child, I will not be a burden to my child. I have to save for my future. Or the baby bremana fene fese or anani papa. That is how it is. But our parents didn't have it the way we have it. And our children will have it better than the way we have also had. Until that, ni nyina baby free no. Any system no. Any
Your culture, no. Your
culture no. You see, our culture, the system doesn't work. If we have had government and come up and build the system here, it take care of the aged. If every district, aged, no more office, we have people taking care of them. What da? But who are Bruchiri, who are Kontu, who are Ghana, who are Accra, who are Kumasi, who parents who village be. And the crumble bin throw binching. See, a biani eka yesu ya di, who says ubi throw binching, who be about so who school. To one another, mameno, aquara go better than in channel. Or no school, could be throw binching. To be school, no, I system on sono. Your district assemblies, any central government, any system be a bois or more. Or when you need our my embryo, who will take care of them? I guess a war. But maybe by our Britain, I be our one. Maybe things are better there. The sense I could already 18 years no free fear. Ne mam ne papa. Omomre because omonsa bedin. Ebo ko mano. Then anyone my laugh. Yes, this is how we find ourselves in. But we have to improve our life so that we will not be a burden onto our children. Then it will progress and better them. Better to us as
in this case, no, tina make de be as a culture, no. To say, young fan say, family bimu. Na wakus yasho wakus school. Uko school we no. Umami tondi owe nyina ne gude nyina ena odi jawo kwai call maybe America for further studies. Definitely. Say uko na ye mawa. What will you do? Ubaba back and I say ubaba ababesha unyanum and I say because that's what they are expecting. Because the culture demands that say they help you grow your teeth and you will help them pluck their teeth out. Omasha wako ako school aye bibia into omunsu omunyiya esisi omaya abrewano wako school.
This thing there alone, right?
And culture no na me share me baha na me be share Italian woman be nana ya 3 wo case no so na de bia ya chegina ya ba na ya ka me nua wo kwa ya Western Union mame so woman no gradually no oti ya kasa kakra and that could be now obviously say why do you always do Western Union? I'm saying we are sending money back home. For what? I'm sending money to my mom, my little sisters. I said, why do you have to send money? And I no catch and say, I'm doing more yes sir. And parents so no now our complications kakra. Na debia no wo I say me pese me wu ze kakra aka me ho na me jama me ma na ye de hwa me na ye sise na ye yi wo me pese mo na me say that dey no pese we ye sure I say no and say me jama sika no ma me ma no and na me grandchildren. That is how we do. We have to leave the little money that we have for our kids. Almost omo culture no Jew for no more ha no so almost sa omo ho no mu ye adwuma no mu ye omo sese ni nyamanyama na omo ye ajapade atu ha ma omuma no omuma no so sa no mu ye so every young culture no everybody and its culture e ho na be say young culture no this part of the culture is it good or bad sika kra me wa me
Very bad. You know something? Our Vivian
me pacho me no ade ba ko a me nti ase ni say ebia ye ma me wo ye miensa Ena me metu kwan aba akwantum. Ena me nuanom a edi machi wo ho. Me maame ne me papa wo ho. Maba nyame adom. Mabenya adwuma. Ebia masifie bi. Me de me maame ene me papa ne me nua mienu na akom. Na me nuanom yi akonyini. No omu so akoware. Still no omu sa hwe se. Me a me wa kwantuomu na me so ebia me cheche mabusua wa ha no. Me nsan fesi kansan bre wo mu. Na wo mu so ni wo mu so no mu kru ni mu mmobra. Wo say ye de niam bia chechire ye ho a. I'm so happy say ye mu bi no sabio mesremu manofo ma mo mfa nchemi. Ya be wo sa nkola we wo krum ha. A wo madwen ni say me de me o sa me komanim ebia me ware a me ni me kunu ye mma me nua bi hia help bi a meboa no do not too much said the Africa no ye pe no ena me pese me busa se enti still no sa me nua no me wo Africa meja wo mu wo ho no o sa me sa ehwe wo mu omu kununom enu omu mma be 10 o ma wo agu honom ana sesan braya o mi so wo so ha bua mi sa question we dey question to question pa
you ya wan kasa no wo a ho be wo dodo a betima hwe onsu nua no be wo fe because wo
there be omu ti honom ne love omu susu esa hwe se enkola ni school fees omu wey
money machine ba wo no se vivia wo a be hu se me situation me wo miensa na metima hwe me wo mienu na metima hwe but no on care you see in Ghana me tese kana Brian Bram our culture no ho affect your life ye bibia including our hwe ma wale wa broche ni de mu no what Ghana na wo ko wale wo biba be ma ne ma me dan be ma na wa hwe Ghana wo ho ye mu dodo se na wale asikafo ebi dabi ebe ye ya ene na manfo wale de omoyere tena apartment me eno so kura nya obia most of us omo de yakọ compound house single room self-contained ne etitim fine and this same bema na sika samu sadan koye no na maame dan no ne papa dan no ne nuanom dan no o faasefo ho enti me na me ne be won me ma future way me ma no mu future way me ma no mu future way if I tell you say me papa abusuafo efre me maame eka che ne say ombekum papa to atwene because wonya ne sika one ne yere ne ma na edi a wonjindi
ni wanso na bibia ni ho
maame na sika no kra wa ya yedie na nka be ma de owo ne ma na se won fa ne sika nko tutungu abonti na one ne yere ne ma dia na nka de na aba but person kuni touchuni because ne yere ne ma na edi ne sika mentality way efiri he ne ba Ghana
den papa sa de ne de
be ma na busuafo nyina he to the extent say me say ade bi ba so media yi so na ya the microphone akwa market fo ano wonne o ba be ma ndi kan to ka ma wa ansa na wato bia ma ne yera na ma mi bi say wondi kan to bi ma bere obi si on to ma ne yera ansa me say, hey, are you guys serious?
Sure, me say, love, mami come me and kasama se me kunu ko Ghana. Ne sisters too e wo hono. Otimi agent to my free obi oton to ma ho. Say 20 pieces are no waje. No apake. What ya say? What tuyampo? Me koje a meji 5 me tuetue o. But na oji de akwa fine. Wo betimi atontoma e de akoma wo nua no. But what about me? Ebi na wo kanu o hweme a mo beka se o hweme dodo me so me na meti ho a me bre makwa adwuma ba ma bre no o se me begina ho na me ye aduane oba wo no wo ni sa kotena se na me de aduane na si table so ama no o wie na se wa bre na se ontimi a o fa kra de kosi sink mu a o wo ni se wie a wasa kotena se ma bre se ma ye dan se me ye dan o se me ye ni nyina enkola wo fie na so monko school anasa adwuma o mbeboa me so ohunu but still me na meti ho enti sa ye ko che ye de bia ye di akire no hwe ye mana enchiri mana e ba no any love me ma mo ba be wo no me ka kire wo se ebe sesa Omo beka se nkura ebesisa.
Me a metie kura me de asesa na me ba.
Me say ebesisa. Because too much maye. Oh, yeah, you come vacation.
Too much oh, too bad at the maye. Bad.
Minya Germany me pesa me co trip. But my sister to school so ne ba school be wi e or say me di sika so koma no. And her sister
be man so na wi yo.
Ona be man so ne da wo fufu mani di awie bia. What you say?
Sister wa brochi so wo mani bi meboa.
Ena aduba kwa wa sister fat say o wa brochi na yennuanum wo ga no mu Felisa brochi no eye heaven. It's not. Maybe sometimes no. Yeah, be num na ye wa ha no mo ye na ye portray ne sa. Of course, there are certain things be wo ha maybe no to say na bra ne kind system no. Enti ye ma ye to say e come and do wo ha. Do pese obedi na come kwa den do say wo ha na wonye adwuma po na eba Christmas say anywhere you go me then I'm talking about New York you wo churches aye manyama you wo you know conform wo food stamps conform wo unikrata crap a come and do ha entendo die to say na Ghana say obia na Christmas about pese meto rice na wo ye list why ye adwuma o why ye list ting and so on for money. Aha no mpo no money nyama no ya he. Wa but eya na efeli say wo abrochia na it's heaven. Enya bibia na yeka. You know, obi be ye adwuma 7 days. Ni mortgage a obetua no. Sika ni nyina ko. Hello.
Yeti opa mama.
Okay. Sika ni nyina ko. Wow, Enra say me Bempomaa or last war college. Or see ni computer screen abu. Enti opese or I say enti opese on your way. And I'm say na say na okoto way. I took cash to buy you a laptop. Now then na wako say I dare no person. And I'm say that me every man when they call you from Ghana you send money. When they call you from Ghana you send money, but when I want something you don't want to give me. In fact,
you are not saying.
Call me mo. Wow. And so my yellow ting and some me mammy knew ho. So no ya no, Miss I do me so be quan your bar. And some me my way, me my B, me my C, me my D, me my say, oh my way, and yet.
Christmas. Aye.
So it comes back to the culture. It comes back to what people. Oh yeah, ya be yaw. Ebi no cry be keso. And now kwa between na do question of that kind of mentality. No, and na make us a culture ni be ye. But ebi nso ye. And these are some of the things.
What no me kunu de be free abela bomo because me ti hey me ti me let's we joke aside. Me wa brothers wo. Me say my friend me bra busa ni sika pen me bia me ho kire me o ka kire me say. Boso me aso afi na obeti ne Mexica ne maye tu. Oti wi a ne mama me obeti o musika. Ansa na wa peka class and dem mama owie ne bi ka obema me bi. Me bela mama. Osi anso. E she me nso anha me because on fa ne Mexica mbere me mama ndi. And me mama a owo me a wote wo no. Me mama first ka sam nha na ma. Odi ni pan kakra na odi adidi. Enti obi maame metete me kura na sika me ne me kunu de be boy brade ama ye man me pesa me ba be bre maame se de masia bre wa brabo ma me da so sofa no me ba bi amresa enti wo me be walewa bi serious na ye mobra no o maame abra me maame abre maame ya ye no operation twice Mami abre me boni age kire oda so ye adwuma mami abre pa enti mfa o mami bre no emfa o reggae emese me high life o mami abre na ye mobile because this thing is too much for Ghana. How so oba tan bi timi tenase say me ba de me ma bre no nti on si dan mami asa ya mane
on hwe me akopim ze
me seriously who couldn't ntimi ntoka ma who couldn't ntimi sifie ma na oba na ebetima ya ma aseme na wo kan sa oba na nya sika na so one ne yiri wo ba bi ti me kunu wo ha dan ntimi si dan ma me never na ka wale ni begu ye fa dan ko si dan mama me never ye fa trotro koto ka mama me anya adwuma so mama ya bra o ho atoka ama na ansa wa be ware me pay pressure me pay kasa bebre yen living life no obi ahonto no o mama ya bre toka ama no si opa akwaje mahamadan ya otimu bi mama me nya masem uwia no be ware me na nya afa ya wale achi no a me rent dan me no rent dan usimisi dan mama me bebia mama tinye na bebia mama tine bebu aku na nka na nti kodwo ho nya ho no otena wo kemunku no na too much because who go see mama me na se me kase me sumi kwesi bia wa me mama abra bo ne mama ye be bo ne sei
Ntokwaba.
On start crying ntokwa bi e be ba no.
This thing I don't get it. Ghana ni bema me mama me sister odi no ho okoda
No, me say won ko afa ye ayi abroad aye wo no. Ye ne mema ne na etua bills o.
Yeah. We even sometimes pay more than that.
Yes. Me point juma sometimes bia
no huma they think someone amudi omunya mema sika.
Me say ye cha bills tua no asa ye groceries akogu fie no anu aduane. Enti ne say the sister e ka no. Ye kra sometimes ye hu kom kra say mema no.
Oh yes.
Onu kwa juma obetimi afa we chia send this car ko Ghana without you knowing.
Mo bro na mo pe bi mama.
Minka bikaka. Most of the time, no, a mema no. Yeni ediomu free Ghana
Eba abrochire.
Omu bedru ha na omu maame ne na omu aye one.
Ndanka.
No, wa beda ne sister. Udu porch, front porch, but no at me flow later. Just on ni nuanom boy bifia.
Ndanka o maka wi kura nsa na wudru.
Yes. Why a town for a mom? But all the nebane buy yet say no be aka say me tua plenty kitana say me ye bi. Enti no ni nyina aka ho. Wo no wa wo ne ba ne say ne ba ne ba be breadwinner. But wo ba na obeboa ne ba na ba bidru ha no. Wo wa be da no bonsam because feel so we distracted. And so ne ba na oba 2 days ya no. Nim say wo wa watena ha all over the years no. Wa ko school. Enya o carry a wonya osika no. Usi kani bi no onya ona na ne ba no ba ya wa ma nto mo expect say yes on say niska enti no Ghana nangasa your orientation
Areho
me see ye mano e ba be sisansa mentality we no sa culture no
something
ya sisa me gra me to say
oh me sister me feel biem
yes na every year bia e can say ye Broni bia na wa se de no say me ma
so headache no
Ting.
me maame ne papa me wie wo so show maame no papa
na unim say Vivian me boa me nua be ma ene wo tua
so
no busa me de boa ne besia we call this level no
enwa no
na sina ka de obeka magema de
enwa
no madam fu bia owo Spain na we na me lady ba ko na ye nam fufu 3 ne nam na lady no na ofri Dubai ko Ghana no so pese ko Europe na nko paware de ni bi nanka aye easy aye de ama no enti yadamfo no so onware ye tinka o meware no na ontua ne ka na eja onfa ne nye de enko nam se be ma adidie mu adanse o mesrew se sika we nya nkula sika enti no madamfo no ne maame ne papa ekohwe be bia maame no papa te ne ye fero ne ye nyawa yakọ mu fie mempa na dwoma na asem wase ena mabusua mu na omo say BS men also sponsor or bring woman over 2 ways. Okay, anyway. Was mabusua fo ne pese me de me bela bi ba bruchire na on say be ma de me so me ye be ma na ye de amam kakra na me sister ba ko so ho mpese me de ne banti me di we ne ko no mu hu say me be wale ne de na bebe ha o na me say be ha o mu wo ayi e wo kumase kwanso ana agengene kwanso ana tu obodom nya sika na nipa ni tua meka na busuafo obubefu na me say wo busuafo na di tu kwan this guy meka na se mo fa Libya o
wa hwe e ho fa ya o mu keka wanya obi otua wo ka wale ne nagi sika ne to ho no gwase na busuafo obubefu ne maame mu bubefu ye na sede so be wale ni nua ba de ne ko
nam say Ghana so mama na ye hu o
Ai sa
Allah wala nyama bobuga no hwe mimi ni minnuanom minnuanom mpanyimfo miensa na ye 7 ye nkitwa mienu ana 5 ye di animu obi atakini decision ma no ho abrabo yimu obi takini decision no obi nwene ho enti no mi say dem different mi fie ni sa wonte sa kura ba sa obi anti fan reggae me say me high life
too much Africa there.
Bra ma bre na me no be bo me bra na me maame na me
na me sister.
Na me sister ba. Me di ni bi na odie. Na de na me dia ho ne yema wai ho sika ma na ono wa jiska on boy ho de abela me no mienu si yendida. Baby enye adwuma.
Hwe love enti na wonim bibi. Eya na wenum nyina ba besi said ye maame akosua situation ya. A Ghana fo ma no ensori mo aboso. Enfamfa krum embode wroma mpanyimfo ni hunu se se die du
ya hwo mo di nkola mpanyimfo
no di nkola da me ka ma kasa nsoso wote ase se de ma ye bre ukofa be ma na me sister ba na ni sei too much my too much wote aware ase a wotimi se wo bre woni bema na ebro ensusu no the way bema no be fa chire ebi obeye bibi obeka bibi woni honom a enti no me de hwe woni me maame eba ha sei na mse ma na ware ni sen se woni bema no wuwi anka ma wi okọ ne ba bia na so ko ba se hwe tena ho betina ho saa nyina mto papa am se ma but say ye too much o me dem fi se de bia ye nyina ye hwehwe yenya nkwala no no be akọ because headache na attach to aware enkola hwe na busuafo na sikasem na weenu ma na ye too much o se da bi o tena ho ebi na sa question ya obisa earlier no
in Ghana omo de to ye ma ni tirim se wa nwale a so ni mfaso
ai woni animonyam
me eno nka eni medicinally ni mu because you see me I believe said that ni obi na be kuma to atwene fi say me ma won jije me Vivian Ghana na me ne guy biti na Vivian me ma hu young guy a adwuma wona ni so am say me share say abrante de by 3 to 5 years time na niema edey atutu yi starting abrante tina na yetime okay fie ho could you believe say oya adwuma na watam sika obenya for a day no oya driver under command system fans obedi 10 cedi na we 10 cedi no shiri mankasa week ni so ye years of medio unti when I asked, please can you meet yourself